I'm Greg Frew, sports chef guru. Welcome to my show, everybody. Big day again in sports, especially in the NFL. A lot of playoff positioning going on. We'll get to some of those games. Now we're transitioning into basketball, NBA, college basketball, more opportunities to make money, longer seasons, and that's where we take advantage of that. The more games as a good handicapper. Welcome to my show, all the new viewers. I want to thank all the new subscribers. I keep meeting you guys. Thanks for supporting the show. I'm a professional sports handicapper. I've been helping people for 2 decades, helping them sustain profits through sports wagering in all the major sports. I also have a nutrition coach. So I started the show to help people get healthy and wealthy. This is a very sophisticated betting sports to make money. And so you need a good coach. I've been doing this for over 2 decades. So I know how to identify good positions. Again, this is a long season. This goes on every day. So everything happens. We had a couple of games yesterday, could have went either way, overtime hockey, overtime basketball. Those things will go back our way. Yesterday we had the Bills. I did tell all my viewers to buy it up to 7, and now we see why. That's a very important number. Obviously, Buffalo could have covered that pretty easily. They're winning at some parts of the game, late in the game. We should have had that. We did hit the Rams yesterday as well. So the NFL did pretty well. The bowl game split. SMU got beaten up pretty bad in Florida Atlantic. They gave them a home game, but we came back with Washington Huskies against Boise. That was an easy winner. That game I did like more. I told the viewers to kingpin that with two money lines. And what I did for you guys, so you understand, the hockey game was in the morning. That lost in overtime in a shootout. And then also I had that with SMU, had the points as well. So I add to that game because SMU lost before the Washington game started. You had a lot of time there. So I was able to add that. I don't shoot my show after I do the main show in the morning. I don't have time to do it again. But in the future, when I release a play, if the earlier one loses, you can come back and bet more. Another example is the Buffalo game. It pushed yesterday on the 7, which I bought up to. And if you have a device, you can buy up to 7, costs $1.25. Some casinos will let you buy to 7, and you need to do that. It's very important, as you saw yesterday. So I was able to add more on the Rams later, knowing one of those 2 games were probably going to get there based on the way I handicap and the way I understand sports. We're going to lead off, in fact, into the NFL today, week 16. A lot of big games today, but I'm not even participating in a lot of these games. I've evaluated the board. I actually like the games later in the afternoon. I can tell you our best play is the Eagles today, and that number has actually gone up. The money is moving towards Dallas right now, and they anticipate Dallas winning this game. This game is actually a bigger game for the Eagles because they have to win actually both these games. Even if they win today, they'd still have to come back and win the next game as well to secure their position. Looking at this right now on my phone, the Eagles have gone up to 2.5. So like I said, I use William Hill Gaming on my phone. Of course, I'm going to buy that up to 3. They will allow me to do that. I'll probably pay 15 cents for it. But again, I don't mind that. 3, 7, 4, 10. These are all numbers that games tend to fall on more than any other number in the NFL. So I'm going to buy the Eagles up to 3. That's our best bet in the NFL today. Again, they don't have to win the game today. They're at home. Big revenge game. Obviously, a huge rivalry between Philadelphia and Dallas. Just a really important game. More for the Eagles. Remember that. If they lose this game, they're done. So they have to win not only this week, but also the following week. But they need to win today. And again, we don't have to. Anytime you have a situation like that, those are bigger bets automatically. So we're going to go with the Eagles That's an afternoon game. It's just going to be a big game. Those are the games you circle as a viewer to watch. Obviously, when I have a money on the game, I enjoy these games as well, and we should enjoy a victory here with the Eagles. Also, you can bet a little money line on it. You're getting a plus money on the game, but your primary bet, you want to take the points, try and buy up to 3. Another game, again, I don't have a lot. There's just not a lot there after the Eagles that I would play today in the NFL. So I'm not really going to talk. There's a lot of games going on, a lot of different opportunities as far as making money's concerned. And that's why I do this. What matchups are going to bring me a profit? We're going to stay with the Eagles in this position here. For now, I'm going to move into the NBA. This morning, we have Toronto's at home against Dallas. Again, we're transitioning into NBA college basketball. That's where all of our profits are going to be from now. There'll be some playoff games we'll make money on in the NFL. But basically, it's all about the NBA and college hoops from here on out, and some hockey as well. We like Toronto this morning. Dallas beat Philly impressively their last start. They don't have Siakam this game, but they don't have Doncic, Dallas. And I like that Toronto, it's like chess. Sports is a lot like chess. When you lose a piece, you have to evaluate which piece. So basically, both teams lost their queens. And then we're at home. We have a reasonable number at 2.5. Again, I'm going to take the money line at 145. I'll also lay the points. You want to buy that down to 2. And we're going to go with Toronto. That's a 12:30 start West Coast time. And then action this afternoon. We did have the Knicks yesterday. I shared on the show. But we're going to come right back and take the Pacers in this spot. They're at Milwaukee. It's a back-to-back for Milwaukee. We're getting 8 points here. That gives you a lot of room. Indiana's been playing very good basketball lately. They have a questionable player, but he looks like he'll be playing today. So we're going to take that little advantage with the back-to-back with Milwaukee going from New York, even though the game wasn't real difficult for them. Unfortunately, we had 13 in the game. But we are going to take the Pacers plus the points. Real quick, I want to share with my viewers, because I always talk about nutrition on my show. There's a big difference between these two products here. This is broth. This is a vegetable broth. You can also get beef, chicken. And most restaurants, and these are the decent restaurants, or the good ones, if you will, use broth. They don't use bone broth. The difference is this is a 16 ounces of bone broth. This costs about $7. And this is 32 ounces of either vegetable chicken. They're all the same. This is about $3. So it's double. And the reason why is simple. When they make this broth, it comes from the bones extracted. So it's heated up in a big vat with bones in it. And again, that's why you're paying more for this product than you are this one. This is healthy. This is basically not unhealthy, but it's okay. It's better than nothing. But again, when I make my soups, I do use broth. I use this, but that's mainly because I'm making the chicken from the carcass itself, the whole chicken, or whatever I'm using, whether it's ribs that I make my soup with, lamb. I always use the shank of the lamb. Anything when I make my soup, it already has the bone in it. So yes, you can use broth when you're making soups because you already have the bone in the soup that you're making. But a lot of people, folks, and this is real simple, they're not getting any bone broth in their diet. If you look at all the fast food, never you're going to get it from that. But even when people think they're eating Thai or Chinese, which is better, much better, they don't use bone broth. They use broth when they make their soups because this is more expensive. If they put this in their ingredient as a soup, you would pay 3 times the amount of money for your soup, and they know you're not going to do that. Only fine dining Michelin star restaurants use a product like this, or most of them make their own bone broth, and that's really what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make your own, and that's the cheapest way to do it. And all you do with that is you buy it, for example, whole chicken, throw it in a soup bowl. You simmer it for 24 hours, and now you have bone broth. You know, you got to skim out whatever's there, but you have good bone broth, and that's a lot cheaper than paying $7 for this. But sometimes I'm in a hurry and I have to buy this product. So I want you to focus. There's a product here. This is collagen. I take this every day. This is the drink I have. It's got the amazing greens in it. It's got the amino acids for my joints. It's got the turmeric for arthritis. All healthy supplements. Supplements are huge, you guys. And I've been sharing with my viewers, when you meet me with your spouses, your libido will rise dramatically when you use these supplements. Now go to your local organic store. I have a natural grocer. They have free nutritional coaching. That's how I found out about this. And that's why I decided to start this show, because a lot of you guys I did not even know. I didn't know the difference between these two products. I thought soup was soup. It's not. And I make mostly my own soup. I buy all organic vegetables and ingredients, but I also take supplements every single day. All these supplements, fish oil, vitamin D, MSM, this is for my gut issues. Everyone has chronic issues. Supplements are the way to treat chronic issues. Only pharmaceutical if it's absolutely necessary. Since I haven't taken any antacids. This is over a year. And I don't have to anymore because I eat right. I take supplements. Yeah, I cheat a little bit. We all do still, but I mainly stick to my meal plan and supplements. So I want you to understand that this is what I want you to focus on. Start putting bone broth in your meal plans on a daily basis if you can. You know, even when I make eggs in the morning, I use bone broth. I saute my vegetables, heat them up, and then I add bone broth. And then I add the eggs. So I always have it in my scrambled eggs. Even if you fry the eggs, you can get this bone broth in most of your cooking. And like I said, either make it yourself or buy it. So I want to finish now with the games. We have Toronto this morning at 12:35 in the afternoon, West Coast time. I'm also going to take the Pacers at Milwaukee. Milwaukee's on a back-to-back. The Clippers are on a back-to-back. And this situation here is a little tighter. They made this number pretty small. The Thunder have been playing very good basketball. And a lot of people don't realize 2 points in the professional level is actually, that's an advantage. Doesn't look like very much, but you'll be surprised how often you need that 1.5 or 2. So we're going to play the Thunder as well this morning. And then getting into that, Denver is at the Lakers. The Lakers are 6.5, so we're also going to play the Nuggets. Again, the Lakers have been one of the best teams. We are betting against 2 of the best teams in the league today. We're getting points in both these games. Both these teams are avenging losses from earlier. We're on the road. So again, these aren't big bets, but these are bets I make consistently. Anytime you have obviously I prefer to be a dog player. But you have to do whatever you have to do to make money in this business. Anything it takes. So I've identified these positions. I just want to go over and recap. We do have one college basketball game. It's a late game. It's in Hawaii. Hawaii's a home pick'em. Hawaii always has the advantage because of the time difference in this spot. Now, not that in West Coast time it's at 9. And at obviously East Coast, it's midnight. So the teams that are always visiting are playing in a different, that always throws them off a little bit. Hawaii is traditionally a very solid team. And when they're at home, they generally take care of business. They have a good fan support. This is like their NBA team out there. So we have a pick 'em against UTEP. We want to take Hawaii. And again, lay the 1, but get off that if you can and just take the money line. Sometimes games land on 1. You want to make sure you win the bet. If you have 1, get rid of your numbers if you can. I bet both. That's what I do. So I just want to recap. We already went over the supplements for you guys. Bottled water is really good in a glass. Much better than this is from one source in Arkansas. I always have fruit and vegetables every day. I eat an avocado every day. Everything I buy is organic mostly. Once in a while, I don't buy always avocados organic because the skin is thick. It protects itself from the pesticides. So that this and bananas you can get away with, according to my nutritionist. So just to recap, we like the Eagles. That's our strong play in the afternoon. That's where our money's going. That's going to be a great game to watch, you guys. I encourage everyone to watch that. That's mainly all we're doing in the NFL today. But the NBA is busier. We have 4 games in the NBA. Again, we're transitioning now into basketball. And that could, there's a lot of games, so you can make money really quickly. You got to be careful. And I'm good at this. I've been doing it a long time. I know which games to identify. Juice is important. So you want to make sure the games you play have an advantage, because it's 10 cents to 20 cents every time you make a bet. We have to overcome that. That's my job. I'll go on my YouTube channel. It's a free subscription, as I've shared with you guys when I meet you. And the reason subscriptions are important is because I shoot my video at different times, and you will get an alert when I load my video up. You'll get an alert. You only get it if you're subscribed. It also helps me. I want to change this world one good meal, one good bet at a time. I want to keep you guys healthy and wealthy. We're going to do this together. I do this every day anyway. I want to share this with you guys to help people. I wasn't informed about all these nutritional ideas and supplements. I've been handicapped for over 20 years. That qualifies me to help most people because they just don't have that experience. So let me be your sports handicapping coach, and let me help you with nutrition. I will have my nutritionist on here occasionally. She'll be here again. But for right now, focus on the games. Again, in the NBA, we have Toronto home pick. Take the money line, get rid of the points. We're taking the Pacers at Milwaukee. Milwaukee played yesterday. Hopefully that 8's enough for us to squeeze a win. And we're going to take the Thunder at home. The Clippers are on a back-to-back road, so that should help us there. We're getting 2. We're going to take that. That's a later game. These are all later games. And then we have the Nuggets at Lakers tonight, and we're going to buy off that. That number's gone down a lot, so buy up. I think there's some injuries going on. It's early. I will check that game later. It's 6:30 start. The number's gone down drastically. Maybe James is out or Davis. We're going to take it anyway. As long as they give us points in this Denver game, we're going to take those points. So stay with that. Bet the same on all these games in the NBA. You can bet more on the Eagles today. And then we're going to take in the college basketball. Hawaii's at home. That's a late game. Go ahead and just take the money line. It's only 1. Buy off the 1. You want to make sure we win the game. That's the most important thing. Come back to my show. Big weekend this weekend. Hopefully we have a good day today. We need to bounce back with a winning day today. And stay with me every day. Follow my show. There's a lot of basketball coming up. It is slowing down because of the holiday. If I have games on Christmas, I'll do a show for you. So I'm here for you. So we're going to do this the rest of the year and hopefully the next 10, 20 years of that. So thank you for your support, everybody. Come back to my show. Share with your friends. Let's build this show up. And come back tomorrow for Monday Night Football. I will have an opinion on the Viking game. Again, let's make some money today. Make sure you think about what you're eating in your nutrition. Come back tomorrow. Thank you.